And look at this here, a pipe crossing the street with a little ladder. The kids have to climb up the little ladder.
I was on the balcony and he threw it at me. Thank goodness I have an enclosed balcony.
10 rubles per game.
They're small bets.
You hit it!
1.
The factories were always there, but before they seemed more neglected, and now they're better taken care of.
Russians say Russia is a European country with an Asian soul. Well, behind me is the obelisk that symbolically separates the old European continent from Asia. Here you can see the double-headed eagle, the Russian coat of arms, and this line where I am standing right now. Here is Asia, here is Europe. Precisely here, on the slopes of the Ural Mountains, which were traditionally considered the natural border between these two continents, a new video begins, a new adventure, to learn a little more about these towns and their people. Let's go. The Ural Mountains stretch for 2,500 kilometers, from the shores of the Arctic Ocean to the steppes of Kazakhstan. Though not very high, they conceal significant mineral wealth, and their passes have historically been corridors for major migrations and nomads. Scythians, Huns, and later Mongols traveled through these lands, but indigenous populations have always lived here, before the arrival of the Russians. Ethnic groups like the Komi, Mansi, Kansi, Hanti, and Bashkirs have lived here for centuries, focusing on herding, hunting, and fur trading. The area's valuable furs were a key reason people came here during Ivan the Terrible's reign. The Tsar ordered the Cossacks to explore and settle these territories. Back in the 16th century, later, in the 18th century, Tsar Peter the Great would transform the region by directing the extraction of iron and copper and building large foundries and factories, which established the empire's military power. Following the Trans-Siberian Railway's construction and later in the Soviet era, the Urals' importance grew rapidly, leading to repopulation and major industrialization. Cities like Yekaterinburg, Chelyabinsk, or Magnitogorsk were some of the vital centers of heavy industry and metallurgy, and even today they still are. This time, the steed that will accompany me on this journey is a Chinese gasoline car that I have never driven before, but which are increasingly seen in the Russian market. While I was driving it along the endless straight roads, with hardly any curves, that cross infinite forests of birches and conifers, I saw many cargo trucks showing the area's strong industry, along with numerous lakes and swamps among the forests, and ads to recruit army drone operators, offering €2,000 salaries and a €10,000 signing bonus. After about 3 hours on the road, I finally spotted the smoking chimneys of Chelyabinsk on the horizon, an industrial city that has sometimes been described as one of the greyest and most depressing in the country. Good morning from the area around the Chelyabinsk railway station in the city center. A very modern railway station with very colorful stained glass windows and also a lot of history. I decided to come here because although the city of Chelyabinsk was founded at the beginning of the 18th century as a fort to protect the Russian population, the city began to gain importance at the beginning of the 20th century when the Trans-Siberian Railway was completed, which is known as the Great Siberian Road, the Great Siberian Way. Many settlers from the European part passed through here, through Chelyabinsk, eager to find a better future in the Far East. Now I'm going to take a little morning walk around Chelyabinsk on this sunny morning, even though it's chilly, as it couldn't be any other way in the Urals. It's curious because I've been hearing fighter jets all morning, not commercial planes. Then I read that there's a base or an airfield around here, I don't know how to say it, military, and that's why they're constantly flying around. Chelyabinsk, even though it's sunny now, is a very grey, very industrial city. Anyway, this avenue is an exception, right? Here there are some buildings that have been renovated and they look better. Now if you go a little off the main street, right here next to it, you already find dirt, pipes, well, I guess that's for gas. as I have moved away from the train station. You can see the famous Panelny on my right and the Khrushchevka here on my left. Soviet-era buildings from the 60s to 80s. And this, let's see if someone can tell me what it's for. If not, I'll tell you, it's for hanging carpets, which used to be common in homes but are now less common. Minimalist style is now popular, but Russian homes used to have many carpets with bold patterns. And look at this here, a pipe crossing the street with a little ladder. The kids have to climb the little ladder. I hadn't seen this before. Pipes are usually above ground, unless it's a different gas. Methane pipes go above, others go below. This must be a different type, I think. With the insulation so they don't freeze, this pipe is a mess. Hello, please. Which way is the central market up ahead?
That way straight ahead?
Thanks. How's life in Chelyabinsk?
Life is good here.
Very good. Besides, it's sunny today.
It's sunny. Yes, we live well.
Good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now I want to go to the central market to see if I can get something, maybe some coffee, since there are usually shops to eat, buy some food, and basically fill my stomach. Here you have it. The Rhinoc Central Market. Hey, it looks modern, right? I imagined it more in an old-fashioned style, with a bunch of little food stalls, but oh well. That's not the case. It's clean and orderly. Out of curiosity, I'll check melon and watermelon prices in the Urals. Tell me, please, how much is a kilo of watermelon?
The watermelon?
40 rubles.
40 rubles. They're from Dagestan, right?
No.
Oh no? Where are they from?
In Volgograd.
Volgograd? Oh, okay, thank you. 40 cents per kilo of watermelon here in the Urals. That's not bad at all. I thought it would be more expensive. In all the medium-sized cities in Russia, like Chelyabinsk, where almost 2 million people live, there's always a victory park, Park Papiete, and here is no exception. Since it's a nice day, I came here for a walk to see what people do around here on a sunny day. For now, I can say that it's full of kids on bikes and scooters, grandmothers walking, and people with their dogs. Here there's a monument dedicated to the Great Patriotic War, honoring the workers. Look, so you can see I'm not lying to you, it's constant. There it is, the fighter jet. I don't know if it's a Su-25 or a MiG. Damn, majestic in the noise it makes. Can you imagine living in a city that has a military airbase and constantly planes are always landing and taking off? And there's another one. This one is different from the previous one. Hello, how much does it cost to play with the balloons? Enjoy your meal.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Do you accept electronic payment?
Electronic payment? Yes.
Perfect, let's go.
The adults throw from there.
Perfect, let's go.
How much do you want?
200 rubles.
That's 7 shots.
And why do the darts have the United States flag on them? If we're in Russia. I'm joking.
No other professional darts were available to buy.
I understand.
But we're patriots, right?
Are you live?
No, I'm recording a video. I'm here as a tourist. I'm from Spain.
Oh, really?
Yes. If you want to say something, or say hi, but it's not a live stream.
All right.
What's your name?
Arisha.
Arisha? Very good. Nice to meet you. Can you tell me something about Chelyabinsk, please? You live here and you're locals, right? And what's life like here?
Very good.
Good, right?
Great.
Besides, we have sunshine today.
Yes.
It's usually cold here, right?
Not always.
But the summer has been pretty cold.
Last year was really hot. We didn't know where to hide.
And what do you usually do here for fun?
We eat and hit the punching bag.
Can you hold it? I don't want to bother.
I'll hold it. Go ahead.
It makes me feel bad. You're eating from here, right?
Yes, yes.
From here.
All right, let's go.
You got him.
1.
Oh, another one.
How many more do we need?
7.
Oh, nothing now.
Come on, even if it's 6.
You're quite the sharpshooter.
4 in total. Very bad. I lost. Thanks. How much is the boxing one?
10 rubles.
10 rubles. Come on. Hanging out with the guys here from Chelyabinsk. Free? No, I'll pay for it.
We have the key.
Well, thank you very much then. Do the planes go by all the time or what?
The airfield is right next
I broke my right hand, so I use my left.
What do you think of the punch?
It's fine.
900. Not bad, right?
It's perfect.
Perfect?
He does 950,
Come on, go ahead.
considering his size.
He used his left hand, huh? If it were his right, he would have hit harder.
Yeah, you would have broken the record.
Of course. I wouldn't want to put my face there.
Everyone says the same thing for some reason. It wasn't that hard.
Oh no, it's okay. Well done.
933.
933? That's great. Well, nice to meet you guys. Thank you.
Hope everything goes well.
Goodbye. Take care. Thank you. And enjoy your meal again. There was the youth of Chelyabinsk hanging out at the fair, well, at Victory Park. How nice they are. Well, look, what do I see over there? If before there were the young people with the balloons, and here the older generations are playing chess by the punching bag. It could be, or maybe checkers, let me see. Hello. Ah, dominoes.
That's it, I won. Shut up, what are you talking about? 9 plus 13 equals 22. You're at 70, still more to go. That's how I won!
Hello?
How do you play? In pairs?
Yes, in pairs.
Pair against pair.
Pair against pair. There's the money. At 100 rubles?
10 rubles per game.
10 rubles per game.
They're small bets.
Here are more types of games for kids. Hello? With SpongeBob? Mats. And a kind of small amusement park. These are the typical things you can find in victory parks all across Russia. Look, and here, the shooting range, another very typical thing. Hello?
Hi, how are you?
Very well, thank you. And you?
Very well.
How do you live here in Chelyabinsk? I'm a tourist. Tell me, how is it?
Everything is very good. Very nice.
Everything's good?
Yes.
Is it fun? Is it fun?
Yes.
Thank you. The countrymen cheerful. One thing I'm remembering now is Chelyabinsk rose to fame. A few years ago, for being the place where a giant meteorite fell, injuring more than 1,000 people. Tell me, please, did you live here when the meteorite fell?
Yes, we lived here.
There were victims, right?
No one was injured or hurt, but I was pushed hard.
Oh, really?
I was on the balcony and he pushed me. Good thing I have an enclosed balcony. If it wasn't enclosed, I would have fallen from the 7th floor.
Are you serious?
It's true. You can't imagine how powerful the blast was. When I went out to look from the balcony, it pushed me from the side.
And the windows fell down.
Numerous houses had broken windows.
Yes. And did you see it or did you just feel it?
We saw it flying. We thought it was some kind of plane, like a trail, like a plane's trail. And what are you doing around here?
I'm a tourist, traveling and recording a video.
From where?
I'm from Spain.
Thank you very much for talking with us.
We have spoken well.
How do people live here in Chelyabinsk?
We live very well.
Really?
Yes.
Some say it can be boring, right?
Why boring? Let's go to the park.
And at 4 o'clock we're going to dance.
Ah, you're going to a dance.
There's music for the retirees. Let's go now.
We keep ourselves active.
Ah, active.
We will listen to music.
Come with us.
Very well, thank you very much.
The music starts at 4 o'clock.
Very well, thank you. See you later. Grandmothers, so no one can later claim Russians beyond the Urals and in Siberia aren't serious. Since I couldn't find what I wanted to eat at the market, I've come here to a stolovaya, also known as a canteen. I want to try the famous pelmeni from here, the Ural pelmeni. Let's see if they have them. Oh my goodness. Look at what a beautiful blini she's making right now. All the cooks are here. Hey, this is a real canteen, really. I think that I've never seen one before. It looks like a modern restaurant, doesn't it? Everyone's cooking in the open kitchen. Alright, let's see what we can choose. A salad to start with vinaigrette. 45 rubles. Hello, do you have pelmeni?
You have to order them separately.
They must be ordered separately. May I order the Urals ones? What about those from Chelyabinsk? Is that possible? Or are there none?
The ones from the Urals.
The ones from the Urals, yes. Is there buckwheat?
There's no buckwheat. Today we have lentils.
And what do people usually eat pelmeni with? And what is smetana here? With sour cream?
We have sauces.
With sour cream too.
We have red sauce too.
With sour cream, regular. Do you have blinis with cottage cheese?
Yes, we have. Would you like some?
Yes, I haven't seen them.
Bringing them now. Sveta, any left?
Yes. It smells great, I'm telling you, this place... Very good. Opa, thank you. Later, I'll eat typical cantina foods like boiled chicken, meat-filled blinis, roast chicken, Russian-style steak, soups. To drink, I'm going to have a compote. Come on. Dried fruit, a piece of bread. This and Ural pelmeni and coffee, please. Black coffee or Americano? Regular black coffee. 620 rubles. Thank you. This is a very peculiar canteen. Besides having an open kitchen, and hey, it smells really good, like I said before. You have photos of Ultimate Fighting Championship fighters and boxers, even Mike Tyson. We're just waiting for the pelmeni from the Urals to arrive. All of this, plus a coffee. 620 rubles, about 6 euros. A vinaigrette salad, which has beetroot and I think chives, then this one with radish and cucumber, and these crepes, some blinis filled with cottage cheese, simple food. But infallible, and here you have them. The famous pelmeni, freshly boiled, freshly cooked. These are the Ural pelmeni as they're called. And here they fill them with chicken, pork and beef. Although you can find them in all varieties, you have lamb only, pork only, mixed, and you also have the variety served with soup, with broth. Here, they're served dry. And I went overboard. I want them to go with smetana in this case. The smetana looked thicker. Oh my, it flew away. Cheers. Delicious. Really delicious. It's a simple dish. It's true that it's just dough filled with meat that takes 8 minutes to boil, but it's very tasty. Well, the pelmeni are done, so now I'll make the blinis, crepes filled with cottage cheese. I'm having my coffee. And I set off towards the next destination, towards Magnitogorsk. Finally, I've left Chelyabinsk. There was quite a traffic jam. Now I'm heading to Magnitogorsk, as I said. As soon as you leave Chelyabinsk, you can really notice the difference in the roads. They're a bit lower in quality and also smaller. Now I'm on a kind of secondary road. And that's despite Magnitogorsk being a medium or large city. Not small, especially by Spanish standards. But the landscape is beautiful. Pure Urals, forests, countryside, the occasional little lake, and cattle grazing. It's a different side of Russia. I'm more used to traveling in the Caucasus, the European part, and the steppe as well, but here you can already feel. This is the start of Siberia. Of course, there's no phone connection or internet connection at all. You can't see a 5G antenna anywhere around here, not a chance. The cows are huge and beautiful. Ural cows, there they are. Crossing the road calmly, and what you see there in the background is what used to be an old collective farm, and as far as I can see, it's still operating today. Look at the huge hay trailer that tractor is pulling. Good morning from Magnitogorsk, the city divided by two continents. This is the terrace of the apartment where I stayed last night. To have an even more local experience, I stayed in a typical apartment here on the outskirts of the city. I'm going to give you a quick tour. It really reminds me of the apartment I started living in when I moved to Moscow. The first several months, nearly a year, a one-bedroom apartment with the kitchen, a living room, and the bedroom all in one, an entryway with this kind of furniture really reminds me a lot of where I used to live. And the bathroom? The washing machine must be in the bathroom, of course. The toilet and the bathtub, here you have it. And if you're wondering where the bidet is, well, here you have it too. The benefit of exposed pipes is clear, but be careful. They can burn if touched. Is exactly that. You can use them to hang your towels and they'll be dry in no time. These houses are never cold. The gas and heating are always on full. And this legendary bedspread, the one with the panda bear comforter, I had it too. Such memories. I paid 1800 rubles to stay here tonight. The monthly rent is between 120 and 200 euros more or less, and buying an apartment like this here in Magnitogorsk is around 14,000 to 30,000 euros. It depends, I guess, on the level of luxury you have in the furniture. This one is pretty simple, to be honest. A small fort was built here in the 18th century. Magnitogorsk's birth and existence are almost entirely due to heavy industry development in the early 20th century. The discovery of a geological anomaly in the form of a mountain, Mount Magnitnaya, composed almost entirely of pure iron, together with the implementation of Stalin's first 5-year plan in the 1930s, made it the first fully planned city in the Soviet Union, founded in 1929. As part of the Soviets' goal to transform a mostly agrarian economy into an industrial superpower, Magnitogorsk would be the first in a long list of planned cities across the country, focused on industry and aiming to integrate employment, housing, and leisure, all designed and built practically from scratch. Interestingly, the model for a successful Soviet industrial city was inspired by United States capitalist steel mills. Specifically, in the metallurgical plant that United States Steel Corporation had in Gary, Indiana. More than 800 foreigners from the United States, Italy, Germany, England, and Austria collaborated in the construction of the plant, along with young Soviets, relocated peasants, and prisoners. Throughout the 1930s, the first furnaces, rolling mills, railroad and tram lines, housing, and government buildings were built. Over 10 years, the city's population grew from a few dozen to 140,000. However, the turning point for the city would come in 1941 with the beginning of the German attack on the Soviet Union. It was then that the Soviets, fearing the loss of their main factories closest to the front, moved them to a safe point in the rear, many of them beyond the Urals. Parts from 34 factories arrived in Magnitogorsk from areas such as the Sea of Azov, Zaporizhzhia, Leningrad, Kharkov, Moscow, and Mariupol, from where an armor rolling mill was brought. During the conflict, the Magnitogorsk industrial complex was ordered to double production and ran non-stop. Its level of production was such that, according to some estimates, Magnitogorsk steel was used to produce a third of the artillery and half of the tanks used in the conflict by the Soviets, earning it the nickname Hitler's Tomb. Today, Magnitogorsk has around 400,000 residents and is still vital to Russia's steel industry. On this walk, my first stop was the monument called Rear to Front, dedicated to the city's efforts in the Great Patriotic War, where you can see the worker handing a huge sword to the soldier. This monument is part of a triptych, I don't know how to say it, which also includes the call to victory, which is in Stalingrad, in Volgograd, and another one that is in Berlin, in which a soldier appears holding a sword and destroying a Nazi symbol, a swastika. All three use a sword motif, symbolizing the process in Magnitogorsk. Weapons were created and sent to the front. In Stalingrad they were defended and fought with, and in Berlin the long-awaited victory was finally achieved. Magnitogorsk is a peculiar city which is part of the small group of cities that have one part of the city on one continent and another part on another. In this case, that area of the city you see, full of factories, is Asia. This is the Ural River, and where I am right now is geographically Europe. This happens in other cities like Istanbul, for example, Suez, Warenburg, a bit further down the course of the Ural River. All those factories you see there occupy a huge area. If you look at the map, it's about the same size as the city on this side of the river. Nowadays, if you come here, you can see the factories smoking, working at full capacity. All those factories are metallurgical, and iron is one of the most abundant materials around here. As you can imagine, all these emissions affect the city and the air quality of the city, and although projects are being carried out to improve air quality, Magnitogorsk has also been known for many years as one of the most polluted cities in the world. The monument is huge, but not bigger than the motherland Kols, the one in Volgograd. Look, just to give you an idea, this is the soldier's foot. And this is my hand. The inscription is visible here by the monument, 1941 to 1945. Those years were hard. The memory will not fade away. I'm interested to know what it's like to live here.
We live well. I was born here.
Were you born here?
I'm 80 and have lived here my whole life.
How has all this changed?
Oh, you can't imagine how much it's changed. It's incredible.
In what way?
How we used to live, the pavement, the trees. I remember it as a terrible area, but now it's really nice.
Now it's really nice?
Everything looks better at first glance.
Yeah?
Yes.
The factories were always there, right?
The factories were always there, yes. But they were more neglected, and now they're better taken care of. The smoke.
There's less?
Yes, there's less, yes.
I understand. It was too much.
It's so beautiful there. Now the factory area is beautiful, with flowers and everything.
Do you feel more European or more Asian? Because you know it's considered the border between Asia and Europe.
Well, I don't know. I was born here on the right bank. The right bank is Europe. I like it here. Over there, not so much.
I understand.
I really like it here.
In general.
Above all, the city has become unrecognizable. I live here and I'm happy. It makes me appreciate life more.
That's great. It's great to hear that.
When I remember my childhood, everything was harder. Everything was much harder.
And did your relatives work at the factory?
Probably yes. My parents worked at the factory. My father's brother worked at the factory, my brother and my husband.
I've heard that the factory salary was better than a regular job. Is that true?
To put it bluntly, they came here to build Magnitogorsk. They came to the factory and they ended up working there.
I understand.
The salary was better than other city jobs.
Yes.
Better at the factory?
So your relatives worked here during the time of the Great War? Yes?
My father, he was stationed here and he made the shells. He slept there in the factory.
He slept there. They worked constantly.
Yes.
This is interesting.
That's how my father used to work. And we were 5 children. They didn't take him, but he worked for the war.
Yes, I understand. Here, well, a lot of weapons and steel for armored vehicles were produced.
Yes.
I've heard half the tanks.
I've heard here in Chelyabinsk and here with us, everything was produced here. There were even skilled and trained workers who lived and worked there. Well, they worked day and night there, everything for the front on the monument. Rear front, you see a soldier and a worker, that's my father.
Ah, yes.
I always say that worker is my father, Stepan.
Like the worker.
That's what I tell my children and my grandchildren, that's my father.
Understood, of course.
He came to build Magnitogorsk. I don't know in which year, maybe in the 30s. The city was founded in 1929 and he stayed to work.
A few meters from the rear front monument. Besides the worker and the soldier, there's one honoring Magnitogorsk's builders and the workers who built the city. As this grandmother said, a hand holding a piece of iron, a piece of rock, and the inscription that says, "We lived in tents, with a green window washed by the rain and dried by the sun, and we made golden bonfires on the reddish stones." Magnitogor, the mountain of Magnitoy, that's why it's called Magnitogorsk, because it's the city. At the foot or near Mount Magnitnaya. Here you have it. Eurasia, Magnitogorsk. And if the trucks let me speak, this bridge connects the 2 continents here in this city, crossing the Ural River. So let's do the same and let's cross from Europe, where I am now, to Asia. The obelisks already indicate that we are leaving Europe and heading towards the Asian part. See you later, Europe. I'll be right back. Well, and the flow of trucks is constant, huh? As in most industrial cities, trucks constantly come and go carrying goods and materials. Wow. Delight yourselves for a second with the beauty of the Ural River. And here I am again, on the border between Europe and Asia. Right now, I'm in the middle of 2 continents. How often can you say that?
Bashkiria?
Ah, in Bashkiria. And is it far from here or not?
266 kilometers.
How many times? 28 kilometers? Come on.
A small supermarket inside the station.
I'm not Hebrew, but I am Hebrew and I am forced to live. It's to save money, yes.